A business owner that was looking to hire new employees, they put a sign out. Now you've seen these signs, they usually say help wanted, now hiring. But this particular sign said, now hiring non-stupid people. So this business is called Pets Gone Wild Resort. And this is basically a doggy daycare, right? They do grooming too, but basically, if you have a dog, you might be familiar with this type of business. You take your dog there, it's like a hotel. So if you have to go out of town, you're going on a vacation, you bring your pet. It doesn't have to be a dog, it could be a cat, a pig, whatever you have. You bring it and they will take care of it. They even offer services like cuddling. Your dog will receive cuddling X amount of times a day. So this is what you're paying for. And it's about $45 a day for your animal to stay there. And there's even luxury suites for the dog. And this is $75 a day. Let's take a look at some of these luxury suites. Wow, this is really something. It looks like we have completely furnished rooms here. Look at the space that they got. They got the pillows, they got the thing on the wall. I've never seen anything like it. So where is this? This is Pasadena, Texas, just right outside of Houston. Population about 100,000 people. So why did he do this? Two reasons. First reason is he wanted attention, and he got attention. A lot of people in his community, they either said it was unprofessional or it was funny. The second reason is he was looking for people that were not stupid. He was serious about this, and there's a reason why. If you read the article, it shows you that this manager hired 3 people within the last couple of weeks. Every one of those hires, as soon as he trained them up, after 3 or 4 days, the employee was gone. They were out of there. So he was getting frustrated. He was wasting his time, wasting resources, putting it into somebody, and they didn't have any commitment. They were out of there. And when you're looking at minimum wage type jobs, which I'm assuming this was, they're always going to have turnover. Because a lot of people, their dream ambitions or goals is not to stay in that minimum wage job. They want something better. So usually dealing with the labor market, you have people that are unemployed. And they'll get to a certain point where they'll take anything. They'll flip burgers at Burger King. They'll make tacos at Taco Bell. They'll go ahead and hug a dog or two. But when something else comes up, they're out of there, right? Also, job seekers, they don't just apply for 1 or 2 jobs. Being a dog groomer or a dog hugger, that's not the dream job. They're applying to 20, 30, even 100 jobs. So while they might have been hired to groom a dog, they might have also gotten a position as an assistant marketing manager, and that one paid a lot more. Maybe it had salary and benefits, so they were out of there. So I can kind of understand that from the job seeker perspective. There's another case where this man hired somebody, and it was a lady. She was supposed to be watching the dogs. The dogs were outside running around, and she's on her phone. She's on her smartphone just typing away. And the guy comes over there and says like, hey, listen, please put your phone away when you're working and watch the dogs. And she's like, okay, no problem. I got it. She puts the phone away. Man, takes a couple of steps. Next thing you know, she whips out that phone again. She's back on the social media. And he's like, what is going on, right? From his perspective, he's like, what is happening with these stupid people? I think what this man really wanted is he wanted somebody competent. He wanted somebody who was responsible, that would show up and do the right thing consistently. So let's look at it from the employer perspective. What are the top reasons why an employer would terminate or fire an employee? And number 1 is lateness, or they just don't show up. Now I'm sure you know some of these people. Maybe you were one of these people at some point in your life, but it's frustrating from an employer perspective or from a manager perspective when your people do not show up. Showing up is like half the job. For most jobs, if you could just show up, that's half of the battle has already been won. And it's one of the indicators towards a person's competence and if they're a responsible type of individual. So if you can't set the alarm clocks and actually pull yourself out of bed and shower, get into some clothes and get out there, if you can't do that, then there's very little hope that you're going to do anything else right once you actually get to the job site, if you even do. The next one is drugs and alcohol, which kind of tie into the first one. Because if you're abusing alcohol or abusing controlled substance, you're not going to wake up more than likely, or it's not going to be high on your priority list to actually show up to work. But you have some people that show up and you can smell the alcohol on their breath, or their pupils are dilated, or maybe they're staggering. And there's a lot of jobs out there where you're interacting with the customers and your speech cannot be impaired. Your judgment cannot be impaired. So this is a pretty huge one in a lot of jobs, and it's one of the top reasons why employees are getting terminated. Next thing is insubordination. This is flat out refusal of doing what you're supposed to do. So your manager at Burger King says, hey, make me 2 Whoppers. And you're like, hey, no, I'm not gonna do that. That is pretty blatant, right? You're supposed to be raking the leaves. You drop the rake and you walk off, you do something else. Now, this isn't as common in the higher paying jobs, but if you're in the lower type paying jobs, if you're working at Target or Walmart at the retail level, you're gonna see this time and time again. So what I believe he is considering as stupid is someone who doesn't show up, someone that is abusing controlled substances, and somebody who's insubordinate. As long as you're not doing those 3 things, he probably would welcome you into the wild pet resort. So what do you think about this help wanted sign? Do you think it was unprofessional, it was rude, he shouldn't have done it? Or do you think it was funny, or it was a good way to get attention and to actually have people apply? Now, since he put the sign up, he actually had 3 applicants, and I believe one of them he was good with, so he took the sign down. He said, mission accomplished, it actually achieved what I wanted it to achieve, I'm taking the sign down. So it's not really an issue anymore, but in the future, I think we could probably see a lot more of these type of creative signs in order to captivate attention or to intrigue people to come in and apply. I personally myself, I thought it was a little funny. I don't know, you tell me down below. And if you're watching and you're still looking for a job, maybe a government job, then I want to share with you the 8 steps in order to attain a federal government job. If that interests you, then I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.